ST14 Luffy was always a very interesting removal black deck for me. Not a lot of people were on it when it first came out. I played it a bit. It was fun. It was a little interesting, unique. It was like one of the first leaders that had that +1 cost to your characters to kind of combat like other black decks like Rob Lucci. But, you know, with EB02 coming out, and even though we don't have any new EB02 cards in this, I wanted to try out this deck again because it's another time to test out 10-drop Kuzan, right? If we can get survive until we can play out 10-cross Kuzan, then I think we would have a decent chance against Green Purple Luffy, right? And the fact that we can become a 6k power leader is nice. We do get to reuse those Rebecca blockers, right? Well, not reuse, but, you know, use those Rebecca blockers to get some value. We don't have Gekko anymore, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, I'd say. I don't really play black decks because it's pretty much just been Rob Lucci, but this is something different, a little bit different. I found this deck list off of gumgum.gg and just made a change to put in the A-cost Sabo, really, taking out the A-cost Luffy that gets rushed from the starter deck. Side note, I really wanted this card to be good because it's one of the only like attach Arrested Dawn to your leader that we could have in the deck. If it was a blocker, I think I could justify putting this Hina in. Also, the fact that she has that +4 cost means that on your opponent's turn, you would be a 6k power leader, but on your turn, you wouldn't, which is unfortunate, but I think it's still pretty decent, right? Again, if it was like a blocker, I would put this in a heartbeat. But yeah, before we get into it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you like these deck profiles, and if you want to support me, I've got a TCG player affiliate link in the description. If you're going to be buying any cards for EB02 or anything, click the link, just help support me. I've also got a coupon code for Nana Garden, 5% off with Straw Hat Pecan. I've used a couple of their play mats, you know, like their Whole Cake Island mat. Very nice, very detailed, great stuff. Check it out in the description if you want to see more. But yeah, if you are not familiar with Luffy, he is a 5-life black leader, 5k power, Straw Hat crew type. Dawn ×1, give up all of your characters +1 cost. If you have a cost 8 or higher character, you get +1000 power. Very nice, very nice. Our main bet is like Jack is very good for this deck, obviously, because he is on board, pretty hard to remove as he has +4 cost and he's an 8k power body. And then of course that Kuzan, a little bit harder to remove too, 10 cost, 10k power. I think the star of the deck revolves around how good this Sanji is for removal, right? A 5 cost to KO a 5 cost, because on 6 Dawn, if you put a Dawn on leader, he hits the board, he's instantly read as a 6 cost character. So he fulfills his own requirements, right? The only reason I'm playing this over the black purple Luffy is just for the sake of being a 5-life leader, and that possibility of being a 6k power leader as well, I think might help out against Green Purple Luffy. Who knows? I'm a little bit rusty with the playstyle, so let's get in some games, see how it goes, and we'll go over cards as we go through them. We got Law. Okay. Without Brook, I am a little bit worried. We are going first. Kobe's not bad. On 3 Dawn, we get to KO something he plays out. Hopefully it's a decent target. We don't get to establish Kuzan, and then we don't get to pop with Sanji. Obviously going second is very good for us. But we do have a decent hand, right? I'll swing 5 and then KO this, so that way he has leader abilities offline for another turn. I guess we'll trash the... I think we can trash the Garp, honestly. Being greedy, but I want to keep these in hand. We'll see what 4 Dawn play he has. Okay, just a Luffy Searcher. So yeah, nothing. If we kept this on board, he could have possibly used his leader ability with 4 Dawn, right? The 2 cost. He takes the Jewelry Bonnie. So that's good. We actually have something that Kobe can swing into. Being a 4k stat line, it's a little bit harder, but those searchers are nice. And then, can he really get rid of my Kuzan? Not really. Gets a Julie Bonnie. 5 of us will take. Cool, we got a Garp. Jack, nice. So we'll have a perfect thing to play out on 7 Don. Be able to pop anything he really plays out. We'll go bam. 6 life, he counters. Go Kuzan, draw into another Sanji too. Very nice. So if we can find ourselves a 10 cost Kuzan or something else. I've always liked the Nico Robin 6 cost in this deck, just because it makes it so you can pretty much KO anything with Jack, right? The one attacking minus like 5 if you have an 8 cost, right? You have the Jack on the board, then the next turn you play out the Robin. Boom, you can KO an 8 cost. Very nice. We also have the Suru in hand, so we can pretty much... I mean, I want to get the Jack out, but yeah. The Kuzan here is so we can get anything with the Jack he plays out. Six Don, we'll see it goes... That's fine. Blocker Law taking back Luffy, playing out the Bonnie. See if he uses Bonnie's effect. Obviously, he can use lead ability. Unfortunately, we won't have a Don for our leader ability, which would have been nice for Jack because he would have fulfilled our requirement. He plays out a Cavendish. If he plays out the Cavendish, obviously we're going to get rid of that. So we'll swing minus Cavendish. Plays out the Luffy again. He gets another Cavendish, so that's, yeah. At least we'll use this to pop the first Cavendish. Next turn, we can pop a blocker or anything, really. And he gets the Restand Law. Okay, so we'll swing minus on the Cavendish. And the next turn, we can use our Sanjis to pop the other Cavendish if he doesn't have a Tashigi on board. We'll go 5 at life. Probably filter out our Kuzan with Jack, honestly. We'll go here. For all minus, yeah, that's fine. We get a 2K, boom. We'll see what happens. I doubt that we get to keep the Kuzan on board, but we do have a few 2Ks in hand to protect. We'll see. So if the worst is if he plays out a 3-cost Dashigi, but it looks like he might still be able to, right? With a Don from here, puts out the Bonnie. Okay, so he's freezing a Don or a character, freezing the Jack. Very strong, very good play. We'll see. 7 will go 2 and 1. Nice. I'll save it. Yeah, for sure. Bonnie freezes the Jack. Okay. So we'll Don on... Actually, I could play out both Sanjis. Right? And just pop. I could pop the 7 cost too. I can leave everything standing. I won't become a 6K leader though, but I'll get rid of both his 5 costs. I think that's fine. No, I kind of want to get rid of his... Yeah. And then he'll swing at my Kuzan again. So we'll go boom, minus U. Because Jack fulfills the requirement anyway. We don't need a Don on leader. And I don't know if I care too much if he has a blocker. So we'll go here, pop that. Oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I thought I was at 10 Don. I went first. Yeah, I'm stupid. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Things happen. Yeah, I forget how to count to 10. I don't know why I thought I was at 10. Yep, I was just at 9. I don't know why I thought anything. Okay. What did he put? Cavendish? What did he place with it? Did he place a 7 cost with the 7 cost? Huh? We'll just let that go. He got a lot of value. Successful take. We need more hand size. A lot of 2Ks. Ooh, that's really good. So we'll go here. Pop. Again, I want to get rid of this so he can't recycle it. Let's go here. I kind of want to keep the Sanji in my hand. So we'll get rid of you. Get rid of you. Swing 5 of life. Because now the Sanji can pop anything. Not that he plays, you know. We'll go starve him out. Okay, cool. I was trying to prepare myself for like an 8-cost kid turn or like Tashigi with the Cavendish out. Which is nice because now we can remove 2 things. Like we can KO the Tashigi outright with the Jack, which we always could even without the Kuzan, but you know, we can do that and then pop anything like an 8-cost kid with the Sanji. Because he doesn't really have an out to a standing 10-cost. And now 4 cards in hand versus 4 cards in hand. We still have a couple of 2Ks and we can get back maybe a Kobe. Yeah, Kobe with would be nice too. Or even a Garp, because it puts up another blocker. We don't need to minus anything, but just another blocker. All depends. We're still at 3 life. Yeah, we could on Tendon use both of these. Pop something. Pop pop like 3 things. Big swing. That is all of my Dawn. Or my whole hand. I can save it. Do I need to? Because next turn I can pop 2 things anyway. And I'd rather not dump my whole hand. Yeah, I don't know why he put the 7 cost to his hand. Alright, let's go. Pop you. Get a Dawn here. We'll... Let's see. So if we swing and he blocks out with the 5 cost, which I don't think he will. Okay. We can just completely clear his board. Let's go here. And then this plays out a 3 or less from hand, right? 3 or less. I could pop this, but I could also just get like a 2K back or something, right? And play out the brand new. I can get my Jack back, which is kind of crazy. And then we get a 2K. That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely messed up the one turn when I couldn't count to 10. That's my mistake. Listen, don't ask me to do basic math. Don't ask me to read cards. Okay, I just, you know, we just go off vibes and things happen sometimes. But we still have a very, very strong board state. And he's only got 2 cards in hand, which is not a great spot to be in. Again, I don't know why he put the 7 cost to the life and not the Cavendish. Maybe that was a misplay. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe he wanted to protect the Cavendish, waiting for like a Tashigi to come out. Who knows? But yeah, now even if he wants to swing a bunch at Kuzan, can't really get rid of it. It's a weird state of the game where like this card suddenly became favorited in a lot of black decks because of Ice Age being gone and such, and also the meta of like a lot of decks other than black decks not having answers to this, right? There's no Raigo in yellow anymore. There's whatever that was. What was this? KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 5 or less. That's very expensive for an event. That's rough. But GG, yeah, that's unfortunate hand-wise. We got Kalgara. I want to take second. This seems like a really good hand. We get the Kuzan on curve. We get brand new. We have a perfect curve. We can brand new into Kuzan, into 1 Dawn Leader, play out Sanji. Hopefully we pick up a big 8 cost or so. Like a Sabo would be really nice. Yeah, Sabo would be really nice if we can just keep this guy standing. We could pop a 5 cost in like a 7 cost, which would be really good. Gets the Kalgara. And we got a Kuzan. We'll pick up the Garp. At least he has counter. We also have Rebecca to bring back. Well, can't bring back the Helmeppo, unfortunately. So maybe we should have taken Helmeppo to hand. Yeah, I probably should have taken Helmeppo to hand. But nice to see that he only swings 8 at us and plays out a blocker, but conditional. So we'll take. Now we have a Helmeppo in hand. We'll swing 5. And play out our Kuzan. That's another Kuzan. It's crazy. Something about it, like this card in particular, I feel like it always draws me into another Kuzan. And I never have time to play out 2 Kuzans. In this economy, who's got time to play out 2 Kuzans? Big swing at us again. This is getting scary. Do I want to... No, I don't really even have 2 2Ks. I mean, I can pop that though. So that's good. So I don't mind if I can have to take this, I guess. We get a brand new. Not really what I want. So yeah, once we get rid of this, then the blocker is, well, you know, never mind. Wait, no, this is only Shandoran Warrior, right? Yeah, so it doesn't count for Shura. He picks up the upper yard and then Satori, so he's got a 2K counter. So let's go Don there. Play out our Sanji, pop that guy, swing 6 at life. He counters. And now we can, well, I mean, I don't have a removal card, unfortunately. Debatably, I want to put in more 8-cost Sabo. I feel like we have like a lot of minusing in the deck. Maybe we don't need the Hina. Just bump up the Sabo to 4 copies. I kind of want to try that out. He got a Wiper. You know, the Jack is very nice at 4. The Sanji is very good at 4. Kobe's very good. I think we'll 2K here with Suru. I don't really want to go down to 2 life with nothing to get rid of his 2 bodies he's about to play out. If we can top deck a Sabo 8 cost, that'd be lovely. But yeah, he's gonna Noland here. We could always just play out, or ooh, a Wiper. Okay, so we didn't heal. That's honestly, I mean, he's got a pretty big hand size though. Okay. Kalgara is another deck that I really like. I don't want to check out again. So we can get rid of, feel bad. Bump that down to a 2. So now we can get rid of the both of them. And that's a very unfortunate spot to be in for him. So we'll swing out. Yeah, definitely want to bump this up to 4 copies. I think it's a very good removal piece, getting rid of a 5 and a 3, which now gets rid of his board, right? 0 costs the 2 million volt tomorrow. We'll go here, trash our 4 cost Kuzan, and pop both of those. So very unfortunate. That was a very, very lucky top deck, I will say. And then next turn we can play out Kuzan, pop pretty much anything he plays out. Unless it's a 10 cost. Well, he can't play out a 10 cost. I forget he can be running that 10 cost Anel, right? He gains Rush in this deck too, right? It's just if you're leader of Sky Island, not just Anel. I do want to try out the 10 cost in this. Let's see, a 7 at our Kuzan. We can get out of it, but it's a pretty big swing. Honestly, I don't really need the Kuzan anymore because I'll have this Kuzan, and I can't pop this guy, but I can pop the Nolan, which is pretty much, you know, pretty good. So let's go here, pop the Nolan, and then we'll swing 5. See, the Hina 4 cost would be so nice. I would have been able to become a buffed up leader playing on curve. So maybe going first is better because you can have that extra Don with like this type of stuff. But then you want to play out Jack on curve too, and I don't know. I think this is such a strong 6 Don play. What we did. He gets a shot. Oh, a Katakuri. Interesting. Fair enough. 5 at us. We'll counter 1. We'll counter 2 and 1. See what we got. That's unfortunate. I just keep top decking things that I need. We'll trash the Hina. Get rid of you. Go Don on leader. We can go 7, 7, like just so many numbers. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that probably gets us there, right? No need to swing into the Kalgara and be a jerk. He picks up upper yard, which doesn't have counter, unfortunately for him. And GG. We just saw like a really good curve. I think I want to try out, yeah, a little bit different of a deck. I don't know. We got Buggy. Interesting. Let's see. We are going second. We're just missing the Sanji, honestly. I gotta remember, you can take back the Sanji with Garp. With the Rebecca, you just can't play him out. That's pretty good. It's 3 deep, and we didn't find the Sanji, so that's a better, you know, hope for us. We kind of need... So how do we get rid of his 10 cost? I guess we just hope to get rid of his 5 cost along the way, so he can't play it out. So if anything, we can play out Kuzan, then swing Kuzan, play out T-Bone to pop whatever 5 cost, or even 7 cost he plays out, right? Oh, big swing. Okay, that's good. Kuzan. I would have hoped for something else, but we'll swing 5. So no peel off or any searchers, I guess, is good for us. Got another Rebecca. That's 3 Rebeccas. So crazy. Yeah, still thinking maybe I want a better line of KO, right? Like, missing the 3 cost Brook, which is something, especially with like the Kuzan, we could KO a 6 cost with that. If the 10 drop Kuzan, I mean. I guess we have to differentiate because we have both the Kuzans in the deck. Speaking of Kuzan, I'm excited for the blue Kuzan. No leader ability, which is good. I wonder what's in his hand at that point. Maybe he has stuff that he doesn't want to get rid of. Like, because we have the Kuzan on board, so if he just played out like one thing. Was my hand better? I don't even know. I think this is fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Take that. Swing 5. Play Rebecca. Get that Sanji back. Heck yeah. We can play out Hina. Even just go like aggressive. I don't know. We can play, what could we play out? Kobe. I don't really need to. Take back Sanji. Do I play out? Because then he can swing 4 into it, and I don't like that. We'll just play out Hina to have something to swing with, I guess. More swings. Because then maybe he's tempted to play out the... Well, he knows we still have the Kuzan. If he plays out the promo Buggy, we can get rid of it with Kuzan and the Sanji that he knows we have in hand. And we have a 10 cost Kuzan now. I don't think I had that before. My short-term memory brain already forgets what was in my hand beforehand. I think there was like a lot of Rebeccas. 5 there. I feel like that's okay for me to lose. Is just going to swing 6 at our life and then play out with leader or nah? I mean, we don't have another Rebecca to get back that. So he plays out the promo Buggy. I guess Kuzan can't swing now. We can still get rid of it though. But it's just a little bit more expensive, unfortunately. Forgot about that. So the next turn we can play out this one, and that pops any 5 costs he has. Which then, if we can get rid of this, it'll mean we can pop almost anything he plays out, right? Picks up another Mihawk. Oh, that's interesting. Doesn't get rid of anything right now. So we'll just go here, minus that. Go Dawn on leader. Play over top of that to get rid of that. And then I think I will swing into that pudding just to see if he wants to give me a card for it. Okay, fair enough. I don't really mind if he attaches Dawn to that to swing. He has the blocker, but you know, I always still swing just in case, because like there he gave me counter, right? Even though he blocked, it would have been kind of free, right? But now if we can play out 10 cost Kuzan, it sticks. Then we can play out Sabo and get rid of a 10 cost and an 8 cost, even like without thinking about this 4 cost Kuzan. But I'm hoping to, yeah, see, like I don't care about losing my brand new, honestly. As long as he doesn't play out another promo Buggy. 5 at us. I think we'll take. We're at 4 in hand, so I'm not really, or yeah, now to 5. I'm not really worried about another pudding. He could always just use the 10 cost just to get rid of this. Even if it doesn't stick. So he gets the Mr. 1, cycles out a searcher. 4 Dawn, 4 a Sabo. Interesting. Okay. So that's unfortunate for us. I have not seen people using that. Can I just KO him just outright? Yeah, other than Sabo. So I can just get rid of him. But then that just means I can't get rid of anything else. So we'll pop that. Let's go. Just get rid of the pudding. I don't know. I don't want to give him more cards at hand right now either. I don't. Do I care about the pudding swinging at me? Not really, but he's gonna counter out. He's down to 2 cards in hand. I'll swing with the Sanji. That's fine. So now he does have like a decent amount, but like he has only 3 cards in hand, so I don't know if he could. He can't get out the 10 cost and keep it on board, right? Because you have to trash a card for the 10 cost, I think. Jozu, interesting. Is he gonna play the pudding back out for the last 4? Again, I don't have a huge hand though. It would hurt though, because I do have things that I want to use, like the Jack or the Sabo. Like Sabo pops 2 things now. It'll completely clear his board. So honestly, it is a pretty good time to well, 2K. Well, 1K. And if he swings the Mihawk, I think, you know, we'll let him go. Ooh, or big swing. Okay, yep. 1 Dawn for a searcher. I think that's good because our Kuzan got to stick, right? And will become a 6K leader. A little bit late, but you know. Okay. Let's go. So what is this? Everything's, so this is a 1 cost, a 2 cost. Say we can just use this, trash this Kuzan, and then get rid of blocker and Croc. We go here, we get buffed up. We'll swing at you. For 8. Does he go 2 and 1? We know he has a pudding. Okay. I will pass. I was tempted to swing with the 4-cost Kuzan just so he would have something to swing into. But it's off the chance that he gets rid of this with a 10-drop. Again, that would be very expensive for his hand size. Uses Kaya, so he did have a 2K, I guess. We'll see what he trashes. Right now, I only know that he has a pudding, I guess. Yeah, honestly, our hand size is kind of low. We could technically on 10 Dawn pop 2 things with Kobe and Jack, but that would be like our entire hand, and I don't want to do that. Trashes the pudding. Okay, so that's what we knew he had. And a 7-cost Croc. Okay. Let's see. We'll take. Okay. Because we can get rid of his entire board, right? It's 5 at 6, so yeah. 9 Dawn. Does he Mihawk? To bottom deck our Kuzan? I don't know. A 9-cost Mihawk? I don't know what else you play out for 9. Unless it's a 4-cost and a 5-cost. Still very expensive for his hand size. Okay, the promo Buggy. What does he play off of it? Okay. I mean, that's kind of rude if I play out a second Kuzan. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, we'll Jack. Get rid of, this Kuzan. A little bit overkill. We'll get rid of this one. I don't think I care if I can't swing with, I can swing with brand new, right? He only gets 3 and 4 costs. Yeah. Wait, why can't I swing with him? Oh my god! He's buffed up! I'm stupid. He's buffed up because of my leader ability, so then he can't use it. Oh, that's silly. I completely forgot about my own +1 cost. Wait, Kuzan can swing then! Because he's a 5 cost. Oh my goodness, I'm silly. Oh my god, I completely forgot my own plus. Because it's not original. That's what it's not original cost. Yeah. I'm stupid. It's not original cost characters. I forgot how that completely would change everything. We'll just swing out. I'm silly. So we don't have a lot of counter, but we're a 6K leader, and that promo can attack, so I think we're good. And he only has a Kaya. Yeah, I'm silly. Definitely showing I'm not totally used to the deck, right? It's been a while, right? I played it when it first came out a little bit. But we put him in a very bad, rough spot to come back from, right? I just wish we had like a way to consistently get that Dawn attached. That's why I really would have liked the Hina, you know? The 4 cost. I just wish, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it fits in the current build for the deck. I would like to experiment, you know, kind of piece together something. I think we could maybe find a spot or two for it, but also I'd like to get more of the Saba. I feel like, yeah, I could probably find a spot for like a 3rd or even a 4th, right? It's nice to have. Plays at the 10 cost, but doesn't get to keep it, unfortunately. But got rid of our Kuzan. Also, I don't know why. I just think this card's so cool. Maybe it's because I like Kuzan. But I think at this point, even if he clears our 4-drop or plays out a blocker, I think we got it, right? So, yep. There's 3 cards in hand, and we'll just swing 9, and should be GG. I do think that, like, there's still a lot of bricks, right? We'll swing 8. There's still a lot of bricks in the deck. You got against Smoker. I think I kind of want to take first from him. Not bad. Could get worse. It could get a lot worse. I'd say the Kuzan's nice. I just, like, I imagined him playing out the Tashigi to get rid of my 4-drop Kuzan. Don't know. We'll pass. Cool. Let's swing 6 and then search with brand new, I guess. At least brand new will be a 3 cost. Who knows? We'll pick up a 2K. So we can get rid of something with maybe Kobe. We'll see. A 3 or less. If he plays out a Brook, that'd be really good to get with the Kobe. He plays out the stage. Ooh. Hey, brand new no. Brand new no. 1 Don. Okay, so just big swing. Fair enough. All right. I was expecting like a Brook or something to come out, but that's fine with me. We'll play out Tashigi, I guess. So maybe it was good that I took first from him. That stage does kind of counteract our lead ability, but then it still makes it harder for him to pop stuff, right? I can pop his Tashigi, right? Big swing at me. We'll take, and we'll go Don on leader. Go 2 Don on leader. Swing 7 at him. We're just kind of swinging big at each other and then just removing whatever our opponent played. Go here, pop that, and then pass. So a 6 cost becomes a 5. So he could still just get rid of it with another Tashigi, right? With that stage at least. Yep, I mean, is what it is. How much is that gonna be? Not like that's still just too much to counter out of. I feel like another 10 drop is kind of crazy. Go here. I could just play out the hand just to have something to swing with. I feel like. If he's just gonna get rid of my my board, my Sanji. I wish I had. Oh, he's Isho. Okay. Did he get rid of? Oh, he got rid of Kobe and a 10 cost. Okay. 2 Don. I kind of want to put out my Kuzan. So I wish I was able to. I could have. Maybe I could have removed. Yeah, I could have done this to get rid of his Tashigi and then play out this so that we would have been in a better spot. But let's go. Boom. Okay. Let's go just a bunch of swings at his life. I guess we'll play out the Kuzan. Hopefully he can remove it, but he doesn't have a lot in hand. He's countering out of like everything. We'll play out Kuzan and pass. We'll see. Donna Isho, so everything's -3. So Kuzan's a 7. Maybe I should have kept the Hina in hand, but you know, who knows? Because I would have been able to hit with like a Kobe, right? Oh, Kuzan. Maybe we do get to keep it. Who knows? What did he minus with the stage? Brook. Oh, on the Sanji, and then he swings here. Kobe getting rid of the right? With just trashing the Kuzan. Doesn't feel great or horrible either way. I don't know. So he does buff up the leader swing. Does he rest this though? He doesn't have a lot in hand. I could get rid of. I don't know. Does he swing with it though? I probably would, because we're both such low life, right? Yeah. Okay. Sengoku. That's a pretty good bit for him. However, that just kind of saved us. Let's go here. Let's see if he does have any counter. Still. I'll swing 11 at Isho. See if he gets a 2k, 1k. If he doesn't, then I clear his whole board, and then we're in a very good spot. That's really good for us. We'll swing 7 of life. And then I can pop both of these guys. So again, saved by like a top deck Sabo. More reasons I'd like to have it at more copies. So at this point, if he swings for game, I think we can live just based off being a 6k leader and having 2 5k counter. We can get out of a 10k swing, which Sengoku being a 1k power does help. We'll see. Yeah, maybe keeping Hina in hand was the better move, because it could have gotten rid of the Isho a turn earlier, right, with like Kobe or such. Right, she minuses 4. Right, so he would have been a 4. I would have needed another card, right? Yeah, I would have needed another one. We can get rid of the Rebecca with a Kobe at least. He picks back up Porcelino. Can't get rid of that, so I guess he's just going to put up 2 blockers. Oh, Hina comes out. I don't really want to have to trash something for that. 5. Oh, does he have a Sabo blocker? Or is he just going to go... Okay, no, he doesn't. 8. I'm going to go 2 and 1. Borsalino. Okay. Here's the thing. I think we pop this for 3 Don. He has 4 cards in hand. I think we can get it with that. Let's go here. Card action. Trash this. Trash you. Here. We'll go 9. Remember, we also have brand new. He can still swing, right? With 6 Don left, he could be a threat, but we have to have all these swings go through. So that I think we just won. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have perfect math now. 3 swings. 7, 8, 9. Well, not perfect math, but off by 1 Don of perfect math. GG. That was a close game. That was a good game. I really like this deck. It's a lot of fun. I just think the mechanic of becoming the buffed leader is really cool. It's something different, right, than like Rob Lucci. Obviously, it's kind of polar opposite in the way that Lucci has the built-in minusing, where Luffy has the built-in plus to cost, which can come into play both, for our own purposes of if we had like a 7 cost on board, it would be buffed to like an 8. That would be, for the leader ability. And then, protecting from your opponent's effects. So it's nice. It's nice. Again, I think Lucci is probably still just a better leader, and then Blackbeard as well. Right, but fun leader to check out. As Black becomes a little bit less of an expensive deck to kind of get into, right? Like before, Kuzans were like $20+ just by themselves. I think this Kuzan has gone up in price though, and Jack is cheaper. I think Sabo might have gone up in price because of Koala, maybe. I don't know. I think it's still pretty expensive of a deck to make, unfortunately, but it's very fun. It's got different style of gameplay of like what you want to do for accomplishing the same goal, right? Of removing your opponent's board while establishing your own, but adds in that little extra layer of thinking about like, okay, how can I get my leader ability online to buff myself to be a 6k leader, because that does help out quite a bit, and then protecting your board with that little bit of plus can help out. especially in black mirror matches or any blue, yellow, like a lot of colors do still rely on cost, right? Yeah. Let me know what you think of the deck. I think I want to try out something along the lines of buffing this up to 3 or 4 copies. Maybe getting rid of the Helmeppo, or like maybe the Hina, just to replace a dead card with a dead card. But like this coming off of the Rebecca is super strong, right? We can't take back the Helmeppo from trash, but you can with the Hina. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. But I'd like to fit in more copies of this because we were saved so many matches by top decking a Sabo, right? Who knows? But either way, leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.